she's home. In the last hour, just behind my shoulder, the late Her Majesty the Queen, who I'm going to now refer to as Elizabeth the Great, returned to Buckingham Palace. Tonight, she will rest at her official London residence since the death of her father for the first time, before she officially lies in state from tomorrow. In another historic day, the new king travelled to Northern Ireland as his mother left her beloved Scotland. Tomorrow, London is expected to become full as hundreds of thousands, potentially even 1 million folk, queue to see the late Queen's coffin. Meanwhile, highly significant new YouGov polling released today reveals an unprecedented surge in support behind the new king. In March, this is really interesting, just 39% of us predicted Charles would be a good ruler, while 31% thought he would be bad in the role. But within days of his mother's death, the public's evaluation has completely flipped. Now, 63% think he will be a good king, with only 15% saying he will do a bad job. Despite Republicans desperately hoping the late Queen's death would lead to a re-evaluation of our political system, support for the monarchy remains stable at 62%, with just 21% calling for a revolution. Even Camilla, who the public, and yes, I'll admit that includes me, have harboured significant doubts about becoming Queen, now has the support of the majority, with 53% saying she will do a good job and only 18% believing she will be a bad Queen. And as I write in a new column tonight for the Mail Online, I'm happy to admit I'm one of those Brits who has changed my mind on our new King Charles, deep in his own incalculable grief for his mama. And I think that has given the British public a way to connect with him that is deeply emotional and convincing. While his mother is peerless, I feel what Charles has done with the FaceTime, the hugs, and even the kisses is reach out to the public in a way that suggests he will be a more hands-on monarch. His work ethic this week has been truly phenomenal. Like a force of nature, the 73-year-old knows he's been waiting his entire life for this moment, and nothing will hold him back now. And it's made a difference. On the biggest stage he will ever have, Charles has been pitch perfect. From pledging to remain apolitical and stop campaigning for controversial issues in his King's speech, to taking control of the wayward members of his family, there hasn't yet been one misstep. Of course, it's early days. The challenges ahead for Charles are seismic, but it's incredible to think how much has changed in just 1 week. Last Tuesday, Queen Elizabeth the Great met her new Prime Minister, Liz Truss. 7 days later, she lies in her coffin at Buckingham Palace, and Charles is the new king, widely supported by the British public.